So I've kind of been cycling from like app to app on my phone, even though it's almost 1 a.m. I've been cycling like trying to like find some way to express like how excited I am to be moving, like without annoying my friends, because I already know I speak about it too much. But I think I just like the entire process. I think I'd like it a whole bunch more if my family wasn't involved, but you know, they get to do the heavy lifting, I guess. And it's just so much fun to me to like ritualistically almost take everything like the curtains off of the fucking rails, to like take everything out of the shelves, to take the shelves themselves out, to like the hangers, like the clothes off the hangers into boxes, any type of like every single like type of personality, like a trait, not even trait, but like bit of personality that you've put into your room to like make it your room. You take it off the walls and you never reattach it again, and I like that a whole lot. And it's gonna be a pain trying to take down all of these, like I already know like the oil stains that I'm gonna leave on the walls with these photos. My records and like my stickers and all my coats and everything. Like even like the tiny things, like taking the pins off of my curtains. Once you're going through all of your, like that's the one day of the, like not even one day, that's like the only time you get every few years where it's acceptable, and it doesn't feel like a waste of time to just go through your stuff, you know. And you know, throwing things out also is therapeutic. I'm gonna take my Pulp Fiction poster down. I hope I don't rip it. And I'm so tired. Oh yeah, I had my history exam today. It went okay. I think I passed. It's so much fun. And the other fun, like the not fun part is putting up furniture. That's not the fun part. That's not good. Ow. But the best, like you take like, so you've transported it over like in your car, and you take the box out of your car and you leave the door open, and you bring it upstairs and you put the box in the bathroom, you turn on the light, and you just start organizing. Like everything from the old house just goes into this fresh new space in a way that you're like not used to it before, you know? Because like in your own house, you know the semblance like of the room, and I really like the excitement of like being in a new space, and you like an animal, like I know what all of these like products and things together like mean. It means the bathroom, but like I'm not used to it yet. Oh my god, it's so fun. It's literally the funnest. Like for some reason I want to keep talking about like the throwing stuff out part. Once you become like a serial material hoarder, or a serial sayer of, you know, we can fix it, or we can use it, or we can like change it, like me and my mother are, it's so refreshing to like get a free pass on just throwing everything away. I'm like, because usually it's like, Mom, I haven't worn this sweater, like I have a box of makeup just sitting over there that I've never used, and I don't want it. I don't have any use for it, and I don't want to use it, and it's just cluttering up my stuff. And my mom's like, okay, but just keep it there and then we'll throw it away. That was like a year ago, or like even half a year ago. And that box, like, it's just a paper bag and it's still sitting there. Because she didn't forget about it, it's just that she doesn't, like, want to throw it away. Because for some reason, my family were such fucking, like, assholes about throwing or wasting anything. Like, especially food. You know? Oh, God. Like, we literally don't want to throw anything away. Like you'd have like a leather shoe and one breaks and you'd keep the other one because it's like you might reuse the leather. Like, we all know we're not going to. But, like, it's not hoarding, but keeping it just in case, it's like as bad. But, you know, like, keeping it just in case makes you feel less guilty than throwing it away. And this is a stupid thing, and I know it's a stupid thing, and I'm way less more intense about it than my mother is. But, you know, it makes me really excited because it's like, okay, man, let's start throwing this shit away. It's very much so fun. It is very much so fun. And I like seeing all of my life, all of my stuff just in boxes. And I like seeing the comparison between how empty it was and how full it was before. Because it kind of shows to me, it's like, I'm actually, like, important. Because not only am I the one that put up everything there in the first place, I'm the one that, like, took it all down. And it was, like, my doing to, you know, kind of like, it's kind of like when you're a child. Like, if you're an only child and your parents buy you Uno and they're not home, and you build up a tower just as high as you can, just so you can topple it over. Like, you're like standing back in a few moments, admiring it, and then you get bored, and then you topple it over. It's what moving is like. And not only do I believe that humans should have been a nomadic species, you know, in the past, if we're going back to how much I like to think and talk about primitive people. Not only did natives, not only were we kind of made for moving around, I feel like you can't stand back and look at this Jenga tower for too long. Because it loses value so much that eventually it's literally just not worth anything. Like, it's amazing what you've built up and nobody's questioning it. But especially to yourself, it retains no value. It gets boring. You get sick of it after a while. And, like, this is my Jenga tower moment. And it hasn't been that long of a time, but I'm still going to top it all over. You know? Do you ever just get really tired at 1 a.m. and then start making, like, philosophical fucking metaphors? Because me too.